United States of America is one of the most well-known but perhaps least understood countries in the world. Although it is recognized as the land of freedoms, the cradle of technology and a hub for global culture, beneath the surface it is filled with surprising details, hidden pieces of history and little-known facts. Here are 30 intriguing but lesser-known aspects of the USA. 1. There is a secret tunnel system under the White House. Although not officially disclosed, security experts confirm that there are underground tunnels beneath the White House in case of possible attacks. 2. Many states have their own constitutions. In addition to the U.S. Constitution, each state has its own constitution. Some of them are even much longer than the federal one. 3. There are still active volcanoes in some parts of the U.S. There are over 160 potentially active volcanoes in Alaska and Hawaii. Yellowstone National Park sits atop a giant supervolcano. 4. The U.S. has no official language. Contrary to common belief, English is not the official language of America. There is no official language defined at the federal level. 5. Alaska includes both the westernmost and easternmost points of the U.S. This is because the Aleutian Islands cross the international date line, making them both east and west. 6. Thousands of people renounce U.S. citizenship every year. Every year, thousands voluntarily give up their U.S. citizenship due to taxes, political reasons, or dual citizenship issues. 7. The Pentagon has its own cafeteria. During the Cold War, this cafeteria was considered a symbolic location that could be targeted in the event of a nuclear attack. 8. U.S. territories are not limited to the mainland. Places like Puerto Rico, Guam, and American Samoa are unincorporated territories, linked but not states. 9. The CIA has a public museum, but it's not open to visitors. At the CIA headquarters in Langley, there's a museum with public artifacts, but only CIA personnel can see it. 10. The national emblem of the U.S. is the bison, not the eagle. The eagle is just the national symbol. The official national animal is the American bison. 11. There are ghost towns in some states. Hundreds of towns founded for mining, then abandoned, now preserve frozen traces of the past. 12. Texas joined the United States as an independent country. Until 1845, it was the Republic of Texas. It's the only state to have joined as an independent nation. 13. There are still unused proposed state names in the U.S. Besides names like Montana or Dakota, there are historical names that were suggested but never used: Franklin, Deseret, and more. 14. The President is also the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military. This power allows the President to launch limited military operations without congressional approval. 15. On average, 20 million lightning strikes hit the U.S. per year. Florida is known as the lightning capital. Every year, lightning injures many people. 16. The U.S. is the only country to send humans to the moon. Since 1969, no other country has landed people on the moon. The U.S. remains the only one. 17. In some parts of Alaska, the sun never sets. Because Alaska is near the Arctic Circle, it experiences the midnight sun during summer months. 18. More than 39 million people in the U.S. live at the hunger line. Despite its prosperity, millions of Americans struggle with access to basic food. 19. One of the top U.S. imports is flowers. Billions of dollars of cut flowers are imported every year from countries like Colombia and Ecuador. 20. The U.S. is among countries with the most landfills. It ranks first in the world for waste production. Not just plastics, but electronic waste also piles up. 21. The U.S. is the richest country in terms of libraries. The Library of Congress, with over 170 million items, is the largest library in the world. 22. Strange laws still exist in some states. For example, in Arizona, it's illegal to walk with a camel on the highway. 23. There are over 2,000 religious denominations in the U.S. Numerous sects, especially Protestant and Catholic, reflect religious diversity. 24. 60% of U.S. land is privately owned. Other than government land, vast territories belong to individuals. This affects forest conservation as well. 25. There are about 600,000 aircraft takeoffs and landings daily in the U.S. The country has the busiest air traffic in the world. 26. California's economy is the world's fifth largest. If it were its own country, it would rival Germany and Japan in economic power. 27. Over 300 TV series and movies are shot every year in the US. Hollywood is not just entertainment, it's a force for cultural export. 28. Some cities have zombie emergency plans. The CDC uses scenarios like zombie invasions as tools for disaster planning. 29. The number of people over 100 years old in the US is bigger than the total population of many countries. Advanced medical technology contributes to long life expectancy. 30. A city in the US is named after a fast food chain. In New York, there's a town called Hamburg, named after the hamburger. America can't be defined just by its giant cities, huge corporations, or political decisions. With each of its states, its history, quirky laws, and surprising facts, it is a world still waiting to be discovered. These 30 details are only a small corner of that big map. Don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to discover even more of America's fascinating sides you've never heard before.